Welcome to the next section in our Prepare Module 1. This one goes into SMPs and the 4 Cs. So this is Standards for Mathematical Practice, which can be found on the Common Core website. I will also provide that link. And Learning and Innovation Skills, or the 4 Cs. These are all components that you incorporate into your practice and also components that you're looking to equip students with. You will not be able to incorporate these into every single lesson. They're just good tools to fall back on and remember when you are planning and preparing for your lessons. So really briefly, we will go through them, and there are outside resources for you if you'd like. So number 1, under Standards for Mathematical Practice, make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. We discuss perseverance a lot as a character trait. And this is just practice. Push through those difficult math problems. Show students that to get better, we practice and we grow from difficulty and we grow from struggle and persevering. 2, reason abstractly and quantitatively. Students need to become flexible and familiar with numbers. Get them comfortable with seeing numbers in multiple different ways. So they need to understand that the only way to make 4 is not just 2 plus 2. There are many other ways to equip them with an expansive knowledge with numbers. 3, construct viable arguments and critique the reasoning of others. So this practice is often referred to as math talk. Have students defend and discuss answers to understand their thinking and the thinking of others. 4, model with mathematics. When you are working through math problems, use real pictures, symbols, words, make it make sense for the students, and encourage them to do the same when they're working through their own problems. They need to use those real pictures, symbols, and words. 5, use appropriate tools strategically. So present a variety of tools and teach them when to use them. You are building up their math toolkit. So these can be physical tools as well as symbolic ones. So you can introduce a ruler and a scale and let them figure out the appropriate times to use a ruler and the appropriate times to use a scale. 6, attend to precision. A big component of this is math vocabulary, and in our Ready Math, there are components of this presented for you already, and almost each unit or lesson has those very specific math vocabulary that you can refer to and use. Use correct symbols, labels, and strategies. 7, look for and make use of structure. So equip students with, this kind of goes back to reasoning with numbers. They need to see those connections between math concepts. So they need to see that addition and subtraction are related and can be related, that addition and multiplication are related and can be related. Provide them with the skills to make those connections. And if they aren't on their own, scaffold that and help them get there. 8, look for and express regularity in repeated reasoning. So encourage students to see patterns in numbers. You can very easily do this with skip counting. Give students the patterns, give them a moment to find the patterns. For example, if you're skip counting by 2s, give them time to see, oh, wow, these are even numbers, for example. Before spoon feeding them the answers, let them get there. And if they're getting there on their own, you can kind of pave the way for them to make that connection. To reinforce those standards of mathematical practice, we can also use the 4 Cs. This is a little more simple, and this just stands for collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking. So all of those standards we just discussed are also in these 4 Cs. So you'll hear math talk in communication and collaboration, and those viable arguments with collaboration and communication, creativity for how students see and manipulate numbers, and critical thinking, allowing students to think out